Garudasana, eagle pose. This posture is inspired by the keen focus and strength of the majestic eagle, and I want to show you some tips and tricks on how to find your balance and your strength in this pose because it can be really challenging and a little bit frustrating, I'm not going to lie. So let's just get right into it. I'm Logan Haley and welcome back to the Yoga Nomads. We are going step by step through every yoga pose, so I hope you will subscribe, follow, and comment below on anything you want to see. We want to provide the quickest, best guides for you to help take your yoga practice to the next level. Eagle pose is going to be built on a similar foundation to chair pose, Utkatasana. So it's great to dive into practicing a little chair before you do eagle. You want to make sure you are sitting back and not hunching forward. Sitting back and keeping the torso upright, and you're gonna kind of retain this position throughout the posture. So hold a chair pose for a moment, feeling those feet rooting into the floor, the shoulders rolling back and down, the glutes and quads fully activated, and the pelvis and core tucked in, okay? Sitting back, feeling a little activation, a deep breath, and come up. So remember exactly where your hips were as you went into chair pose, because we want to make sure that our hips stay in this same even place even when we're balancing on one foot in eagle pose. So I'll show you why that matters in a moment, but you definitely don't want your hips at an angle like this. You want them like this, just as if you were standing on both feet. Now, beginning in your mountain pose, Tadasana, your feet can be together or a little space between them, and you want to make sure all four corners of the foot are rooted into your mat. Next up, I want you to shift your weight into that left leg, create a micro bend in the knee, and really engage throughout this entire leg. So my ankle, my calf, my quad, my glute, they're all squeezing, okay? They're strong. And I am now balancing. Next up, you are going to take that right leg and lift it up over the left thigh and tuck your toes behind the left calf. Okay, watch that from another angle. We're balancing on the left leg, bringing and remember, your knee is bent. You do not want your leg to be straight or this will be impossible. Bend down, squat down, channel that chair pose, lift the right leg up and over, squeeze those inner thighs together, squeeze those knees together, and then put that foot hooked around the back of the left calf. Now, if this is not accessible for you, you can always press the top of your foot into the side of the calf, or you can even tap your toe right on the outside of that left foot. Okay, whatever feels comfortable for you. The most important thing is that you're squatted back, your hips are going backwards, and your thighs are squeezing together, okay? Next up, we're going to focus on the midsection. You want to make sure, again, that your hips are even and your core is engaged. So, as you lifted that right leg, you might have felt a little wobbly. You might have felt a little uneven like this. Squat back down, put your hands on your hip creases, and bring them back into alignment. It's perfectly natural to wobble around as you find your space in this pose, especially if you are teaching it and looking at different places. So your knees are facing forward, your hips are facing forward, and your torso is up. Now we move to the third part of the pose. Eagle pose is so much easier. Instead of looking like a human pretzel, we can think about it in these three phases. We did the legs, we did the hips, and now we're going to do the eagle arms. So the right leg is on top here, so we want to remember that the opposite arm is going to be on top. This means that we are going to cross the left arm over the right, tucking it into the right elbow, and then twisting the forearms so our palms can touch. Okay, so eagle arms are not as complicated as they look. Bring your arms out to the side, forward in front of you, bend them up like goalposts, left arm over the right. Tuck the elbows together, Forearms are like an X in front of you. And then we twist and the palms touch. Thumbs are facing you and the back of your hands can face the wall in front of you. This is the ideal eagle. And again, the arm that's on top is opposite of the leg that's on top. So this counterbalance is really going to help you. Okay? Moving into our foundation. I hope you weren't holding it that whole time or you are probably dying. Start with me again. We squat back in our chair pose. We're strong and anchored in the floor. Shift your weight into the left leg. Lift that right thigh up and over. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the knees together. Tuck the right toes behind the left calf or the variation that works for you. Stabilize your core. Adjust your hips. Keep your body sitting back and your torso upright. Leaning forward a little bit is okay. You just don't want to hunch forward, okay? And then move into your eagle arms. Left on top of the right. Twist and palms together. The final expression will be lifting your elbows up and away from your face and stretching the back of those shoulder blades. Engage the core. Sit deeper. It's hard. It's shaking. And exhale. Release. Shake it out. Let's try the other side. If it feels a little challenging at first, that's totally natural. I found that it helps to practice eagle pose in those separate sections. So even if we're just standing like this, we can practice our eagle arms and get that shoulder stretch without even doing the legs yet. So since this side, we're gonna be balancing on the right leg, putting the left leg over the top, that would mean that we want our right arm on top of the left. So let's try the eagle arms by themselves. Bring, again, your goalposts like this. Take a deep breath. Cross the right over the left, tucking those elbows together. Squeeze the forearms together and touch the palms. Once you're in the pose, you are going to lift your elbows up so they are about in line with your shoulders. And then you bring your forearms forward. And that is the full expression of eagle pose. Notice how my back shoulder blades are stretching apart, and that is part of what feels so, so good in this posture. So let's put it all together on the right leg. Starting in Tadasana, take a deep breath. Exhale, squatting down, and shift that weight into the right leg. Squat a little deeper and lift that left leg up and over. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the knees, and tuck the toes behind the calf. Check that your hips are stable. Your left one shouldn't be too far up. They should be square and forward. Belly is engaged. Imagine the belly button tucking towards your spine as you squeeze and flex. And now for the arms, right over the left, twist and palms together. Lift the elbows, smile, focus, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the calves, press into the floor, sit back a little deeper and breathe. With the focus of the eagle, hold for one more breath. Exhale and release. Now, you're probably feeling a little bit ready to shake things out. One of my favorite counter poses to eagle pose is the classic downward dog with a little walk the dog motion. So stretch out those hamstrings and those ankles by just inhaling and exhaling as your feet come up and down, and stretch that spine out, stretch those shoulders out. And find a little child's pose to relax after such an intense eagle. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I shed some light on how to make eagle pose a little bit easier for you. It definitely takes some practice, but you may find that you actually crave all the compression and stretching and strengthening of this pose. I certainly do. It's invigorating and empowering. So join us next time on the Yoga Nomads and have a beautiful day. Namaste.